Deck the halls with Scott 86. Fa la 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 la. Check out the movies and games that he picks. Fa la 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 la. Reviewing all these movies and games. Fa la 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 is enough to make him go insane. Fa la 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 la. Let's review some movies and games. Fa la 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 la. Christmas reviews for 25 days. Fa la 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 la. Don me now my game apparel. Fa la 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 la. If you like this shit, stay tuned to my channel. Fa la 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 la. Let's review some movies and games. Fa la 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 la. 25 reviews for 25 days. Fa la 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 la. Nah, I'm just kidding, there could be more. Fa la 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 la. Scott 86 coming to your door. Fa la 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 la. Let's review Silent Night, Deadly Night. Welcome back to a spooky episode of Deck the Halls. Ho 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 ho. Alright, what's up you guys? Scott 86 back with another exciting episode of Deck the Halls for you. Sorry if I scared you there. But we're going to go into a creepy movie review here. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night, if you haven't seen already. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can see the pause on the screen. Using all the pictures, all the images that we're going to be seeing, I'm just using it straight from the DVD. I'm just going to pause it on certain parts and talk about certain parts. Without further ado, Deck the Halls with your holly jolly host, Scott 86. Let's review Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, this movie was directed by Mr. Charles Sellier. It was really controversial when it came out. It actually did really well within its first week whenever it released. It had a lot of controversial shit going down with the movie, and it was really edgy, very gritty, and they just weren't afraid to go there with certain aspects of the film, like killing certain people that in normal films they don't. So let's move on with the review. Scott 86, Deck the Halls. Without further ado, let's review Silent Night, Deadly Night. Okay, so the film starts off on Christmas Eve, 1971. Okay, so as the film opens up, we're in this really nice mountain area, and we get our first glimpse of the main character. Okay, so introducing little man Jonathan Best. He portrays the role of 5-year-old Billy. I guess this was his movie debut. I'm not sure. I don't really know what he did after this, but yeah, Mr. Jonathan Best, this little guy, he plays Billy, psycho killer later on. So let's progress and move on. 5-year-old psycho Billy right there. Check it out. This is his mother. There's his jolly father and his innocent little baby brother. And they're on their way to visit Grandpa at Utah Mental Facility. Yeah! Great place to see your grandpa, huh kids? Okay, so let me catch you up to speed here. The gist of the entire thing is that Billy's grandpa doesn't talk. For some reason he's mute and he doesn't talk to anybody. But on this Christmas Eve here, he says a whole lot to Billy, and I'll tell you guys just what he says in a second. Okay, so Billy's parents leave him alone with creepy grandpa here, and he says Santa Claus comes for good little boys and good little girls, yeah, but he also says that Santa Claus also comes for all the bad little boys and the bad little girls as well. And when he comes for the bad little boys and the bad little girls, he punishes them, says Grandpa. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up to say to a 5-year-old kid, huh? So after Grandpa's done scaring the pants off of Billy, Billy's parents come back in and Grandpa just goes back mute again. How ironic, huh? It's back on the road again, but not before. We cut to this scene where Santa Claus just so happens to be thirsty, I guess, or out of gas maybe. But this Santa Claus isn't looking to buy any gas. So, as Santa Claus, or old Saint Nick, goes to rob this poor man of his money, of his hard-earned money that he made in the store all day, the stupid, but I guess, yeah, he's stupid, clerk goes for the gun behind the counter, and Santa Claus doesn't like that very much, so he shows him that he doesn't really care for his gestures. So Santa Claus just blasts this dude to Kingdom Come, basically. He blasts the shit out of him. So after a clean getaway, Santa gets in his sleigh and then he's off. Alright, so now we cut back to the family again and they're cruising in the car. I guess they're just kind of on their way back home now because they saw they saw Grandpa, and now they just want to get back home because they got a long drive back. And you know, Billy's just freaked out in the back seat because, you know, his grandfather just scared the shit out of him, you know. He just told him all this crazy shit about Santa Claus, telling him that he was a bad boy, and he told him that since he was a bad boy, that Santa Claus is going to come punish him. You know, so he's just freaked out. You know, he's thinking about that. He can't stop thinking about Santa Claus coming to get him. So then they're just cruising along, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? Who do they run into? Holy shit, it's Santa Claus. Oh, fuck. Okay, so apparently the dad asks Santa Claus, you know, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you having car trouble? Is anything the matter? You know, and Santa Claus just simply replies, no, there's nothing the matter, to only just end up pulling a handgun right out of his holly jolly pockets. Okay, so Santa Claus points the gun at Billy's father, just out of panic, I guess. His father just throws the car in reverse and just backs up like a bat out of hell, only to just get shot right at the wheel by Santa Claus. Damn. Brutal. Oh, man. Okay, so at this point, Billy's just in the grass across the street, just kind of hiding, you know, and he's just basically watching his mom being brutalized by Santa Claus. Pretty brutal, you know. Santa slits her throat. So, yeah, I guess you can see why this movie was controversial, because, you know, the baby's just screaming his head off in the car. Billy's just watching his mom being murdered across the street. Yeah, it's some pretty fucking intense stuff. It's an insane way to start the movie. That's Silent Night, Deadly Night for you. Okay, so basically what's going on right now is Billy's still hiding in the grass across the way, and Santa Claus is looking for him. You know, he's yelling for him, "Where are you, little fuck? Where are you, little kid? I'm gonna get you," and saying all this shit and all this stuff that's just gonna, like, mess up this little kid's head even more than it already is by now. And keep in mind that his little brother's still in the car just screaming and crying, you know. All the while this freaking creepy Christmas song's playing on the radio. Okay, so now we fast forward to December 1974. And we are now at St. Mary's Home for Orphan Children. Little Billy, his parents were killed, so he ended up being sent to a home along with his little brother. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this kid's pretty fucked up. He's drawing pictures of Santa dead and a reindeer with his head chopped off in school, or in class, I guess. and they're just kind of starting to worry. They're kind of starting to wonder, you know, they're just worried about the kid because they know that he went through some really traumatic shit, and it's just not really a surprise that he would be drawing shit like this, you know, especially around Christmas time. Pretty intense stuff going on here. Okay, so basically what's going on in this scene is 8-year-old Billy is he's seeing people having sex in a room, actually in the orphanage, you know, and from what his grandpa told him about Santa Claus is that if you're naughty, he will come on Christmas Eve, or he will come on Christmas Eve night and he will punish your ass, so you better be nice or you're fucked. Okay, so basically this is Mother Superior, okay, and she's like the Don of this orphanage. And she basically tells him that what he saw was very bad. They got punished for what they did, but he also must be punished as well. With a spanking, with a fucking belt. He got his ass whooped for seeing two people doing the hibbity-dibbity, you know, so let's move on. Fucking this kid up more and more as the picture goes on. Here we go. Poor Billy. Alright, so Christmas is finally here, and Santa Claus came to the orphanage to visit Billy and just traumatize this kid even more. Santa Claus killed this kid's parents. Why in the fuck would you try to force him to take a picture with Santa Claus, or let alone sit on Santa's lap? Come on now, you gotta have a brain in your head. Some kind of a brain in your head, Mother Superior. Jesus. It's like you had to know that that was gonna happen, you know what I'm saying?